A Southern Classic is teaming up with a Midwest Classic.
Yep, the Chicago Cubs and Jim Beam are fighting for the right to keep the Wrigley Field name. Well, Wrigley Field.
Jim Beam may be a Kentucky name, but it's making waves right here on Waveland Avenue. The world's best-selling bourbon is joining the fight to save the Wrigley name with the help of Beam's great-grandson and one giant billboard.
SaveOurName.com is our way at Jim Beam to help keep the name on Wrigley Field. Anybody that can go on SaveOurName.com, sign the petition, and show support to keep the name on Wrigley Field. That's what it's all about. Keep it the way it's always been.
Fred is leading the effort and using his Southern charm to get Cubby fans on his bandwagon.
Oh, of course he should be a Jim Beam fan. He's of legal drinking age. He wants to drink the world's finest bourbon. Jim Beam's what it's all about. That and the Cubs.
Nothing better than that. Cubs, baby.
So how do Cubs fans feel about possibly losing the Wrigley name?
I've been to Wrigley Field ever since I was my son's age. This is my son's first experience with Wrigley Field, and Wrigley Field is the place to be, right, Ryan?
Yep. Leave it the way it is. It's tradition. I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah. Wrigley's got to stay Wrigley. I mean, that's the way it is, that's the way it was, that's the way it should be forever.
Fred even discovered similarities between our historic field and his historic whiskey.
The tradition of Jim Beam, we go back to 1795, tradition of Wrigley Field. Can't imagine changing the name of Wrigley Field. I mean, keep the name, that's what it's all about. It's been here forever, just like our bourbon.
There you have it, Chicago. Both Wrigley Field and Jim Beam are built on tradition. And if taken for granted, they'll put up a definite fight. Here in Chicago, fans always get the last word.
Don't change Wrigley!
Coming up, we're switching from bourbon to wine at the Windy City Wine Festival.
As Marcus Riley gives us the word on the street.
Around Town with 24/7 Chicago is brought to you by At Properties. Stop looking, start finding at properties.com.